Okay, I got, you have power over your mind, not outside events. And then she just said, it can be challenging. So what's going on in your life where you're being forced to control your mental? Yeah, because you there's nothing you can do about what's going on. Prostitute. Well, looky here. What is going... Well, this is... surviving without negotiating your spirit, which would be selling your soul, basically, right? Doing some shit that, if it was made public, I may hang low, you feel me? Places material considerations above self-empowerment, which is, I guess that would be for me constantly falling into debt, making the same mistakes twice, 5 times a Mayday. Let's just see. Let's see which one this is. What's going on? Well, I guess it would have to be the latter of the two, or you wouldn't be... Oh, God. Who are these people? Truthers. Oh, great. Are they, though, with the faith? I don't know. I also feel that you have family, or you have a group of people around you who... they are, all they do is talk negative. That's it. That's all they do. It's you walk into the kitchen, hey, Uncle Harold, how you doing? You know, my back hurts and that. Like, I just got the fuck up. I didn't even get my coffee yet. Speaking of coffee, hey, oh, we're gonna have make another pot. So I'll make another pot. Yeah, but I mean, there's no reason for it. You know what I mean? So then you get your coffee and you're excited and you go outside and there's what? Sister Ann sitting outside. Hey. Good, hello, because you don't want to say good morning, right? You're careful. Yeah, I don't know, he's miserable and it makes me miserable, and it's like, wow. It is. It's downright rude. So what do you do now? I go sit by the tree, damn it. That's it. I sit by the tree, I put my back up against it. I'm avoiding it at all costs. Why do I feel like something's up? I said, look at you. You call on angels or ancestors or alien something. This could even be just sitting there in a daze. So now I sit in a constant state of unawareness. But awareness, right? Is that what somebody calls meditation? I'm aware, but I'm not aware at the same time. Is that zero? And then eventually, what? You go running. You know what I mean? Or you go to the gym, something like that. Well, it happens when you go here. I can't even go to the gym anymore. I started working out and just carrying cinder blocks and bricks and shit and doing it Rocky style, right? In Russia. Why is this? Because of miserable female energy. Okay? Every time I walk by, I feel like somebody's eyeballing me up or they're looking for a fucking fight. I'm a happy motherfucker, but please don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? I'm just not in the mood to have somebody force me to put my hands on them so that my mood can be ruined by getting locked up because they work with the cops. Not today, absolutely. Letters, please. 1989, MC. Huh. I hate myself for loving you. Uh-oh. J-E. C-J. M-J. O-V. M-E-O. Mayo. C-E-O. And D-S. Done, settled. I know I'm hanging, but I'm still wanting you. Is there a, on top of everything else, like it's that this isn't bad enough, right? To add insult to injury. And when I say insult, it really is an insult. It was almost as if you insulted yourself by dating this person is what the insult feels like. But now right? I'm cool. I'm looking at things with my spiritual eyes. You know what I mean? It was like some reverse shallow hell shit, if that makes sense, but that's just how it came out. That I see myself differently, and then I see everybody else differently too, which makes it more difficult because I'm beautiful, or I'm handsome, and I'm built beautiful, and I'm just not like the others. What do I do now? You're going to bring in others who are like this, but you're going to have to let it be known. And I'm speaking to myself too. And I feel like now, since this pain thing has dissipated, since now a lot of us acknowledge the fact that we draw in energy from the earth and from devices, and when you ascend to a certain level of awareness, your body's more susceptible to this, ergo, which causes a torturous type pain. If you listen to Dr. Virtual Negative Frequency Neutralizer, the shit went away. I felt like I was being tortured 24/7 electronically, even with the pulse. I don't know if that was from, it's all negative energy though, I realize, and I don't clear it as much because I just started getting used to it, I thought, until your bitch became more than radioactive. This is like CB radioactive and shit, okay? I probably flicked on lights, turned them off. People walk past me in the store and I'm sure their hairs stood the fuck up on their arms and shit. It was that bad, but I listened to it. And you saved my life, Dr. Virtual. You literally saved my life, because I was thinking about killing myself a few times. That's how bad it was. I'm way too valuable, as are many of you who felt this as well. But there are people who are going to get rid of, if you didn't already, chronic pain you've had for years. I also want to tell you, when you're walking, for those of you who have back and spine problems, even knee and joint problems, while you're walking, imagine all your bones falling into place perfectly. And I promise you, it may fix itself instantly. Spinal bifida, I don't know that shit. You can't walk with that shit, can you? But I tell you what, you do the same shit with your mind and start imagining everything falling into place and lining up perfectly, and I'll bet your ass will be walking out of church next week. It could be next week. Ruler. Right. That's why. There can't be 50 million fucking rulers, you feel me? There's rulers, and then there's the rulees, the unrulies. I could just end it here. I feel like everybody understands what roles are played by certain people. And there are so many areas in life where people need to be a ruler. It's not, people just think politics or if I have a kingdom and shit, but it's your own home, your shift, if you're managing. But it helps when everybody else is the ruler of their own shift, so that the manager doesn't have to do everything. They're supposed to manage. They're not supposed to expedite and coordinate and facilitate. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be able to hibernate once in a while. You're absolutely correct, Dawn. What am I ruling? I feel like I'm a ruler. But now I'm like this, where I feel like I'm supposed to be somewhere doing something grand, but I'm here. This feels a lot like impatience. It does. And the only thing I can tell you with that is, right, be patient. It's the same shit when someone says, where, well, I can't find my keys. Where? Just think about where you had them last. Oh. Well, I must be working backwards today. Because I figured that would be where they were, but we still do this shit. See, when you started taking ownership of your life and acknowledge acceptance of certain shit, which seems like it was difficult for you, yeah. Whenever you get like this, you can feel it doesn't. I just don't like it. Keeps me dancing. He just said. I was just about to say this. You dance, you listen to music, you sing, you do something. And it clears it out. But see, when you're at the gym, or this was a garage or basement where a bunch of dudes are working out together, and I kind of feel like maybe the universe is saying it just doesn't have to be like that. When you go to the gym, you're paying to be in that establishment. You made it clear you're not gay, and you want to attract a woman, yet you're in a basement or a garage willingly working out with other men. take shifts. Some of you don't get along, and it's affecting the way that you're working out. You're thinking the whole time about getting out of there, or if there's going to be an argument. Yeah. I can see that you're not even worried about money. I don't know when this is new for a lot of you, where I'm cool with just having what I need right now. And if I don't have it, I may not need it. It's really that simple. It really is. For the prostitute who refuses to do it anymore because you're changing, I think you're starting to see who really wanted you to better your life and who didn't. And I honestly feel like the only one you see that did was you. This is holding in, this is plumbing to me. Every time I look at this thing on this card, I don't know why I think a plunger, okay? So it could be that you found a way to drill into etherically. This is what I did the other day. I started drilling into the optic nerve in my head with my mind into this fucking knot on my back that I think is just coagulated. It could be, damn it. But I think just ligaments and metals and stuff like that. It feels like a knot of rubber bands. But I've been drilling the shit out of this thing to the point where I actually made it sore myself. I started massaging my own goddamn back. Yep. Anyway, you can drill into, if you imagine in your belly. Mine was to the left of my belly button. I think one of the doctors on YouTube called it a poop button, but it's not where you think. At least I don't think so. I didn't watch the video. I just saw the title. But I drilled until I felt it touch. It's a little uncomfortable, but for us masochists, we like it. It's painful. We dig it. But it's you drill and you'll hear it burst. Your imagination. What I found out in the couple weeks that I didn't upload is how powerful my imagination really is. I mean, all of ours, but I'm talking for myself. Overwhelming for me. I drilled into it, and it was interesting. All right. What is this? Okay, Van Halen. When it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Active online dream. Oh my God. Did some of you start finding money, or if you do have a business online or you have a channel? I don't know if this is suffering, but this looks like slowing down though. This could have affected your being stopped up, or it's going to. Your digestive system is it's almost like an air hole. It absolutely is. Did all of you pull yourself back down from being ascended too high where your body's more susceptible to pain too? I would imagine, close your eyes and imagine yourself falling down, all the way down almost into the darkness with the abyss. That was where it felt for me like the atmosphere was more stable. And I poked an air hole in myself. I'm telling you, I imagine myself with my arm in the air. And I just drilled a hole in myself and I flew down immediately. This is the shit your girl does. You know what I mean? And it's working for me. Let's get the demon cards. Stole us. What is this cat? You look at every face in the crowd. Do you do that? Are you taking walks and just seeing? Do you know what I feel though? I don't feel like it's as heavy as it was. I think you bring this kind of to every environment that you put yourself in. Oh, could you be the example? No pressure, but kind of. Yep. It feels good though, right? All right, let's read this. Although many demons are knowledgeable in the arts and science, are you a scientist, or including the medicinal properties of plants and the mystical qualities of minerals? So whatever this is that you're interested in or that you do, that's some other aha moment you're having with elements, metals, and shit like this. This could, for monetary, this could even be interested in frequencies, more not for hurting, but just how interesting it is and how important it is with frequency and vibration, and how important it is for all of us, because that's all we are, to be at least somewhat on the same page. Even if it's just this, we're all on the same page that we have to have our minds calm because we're all connected in some way, and there's too many people who had racing thoughts, or just, I don't want to say impure, but just fucked up thoughts. Okay, I dig it. Focus on accurate appraisal in the search for true worth. But this is, oh man, it's rough. It is, because when you do this and you move like this, you think everybody thinks this way about themselves, and then now you walk in somewhere to a bar or a store, and you see that they do not. But as long as it's not too cocky, see, you need some kind of cockiness there, because people like cocky. They like to be cocky. Some of these people, they became kind of a toxic kind of cocky where it's a turn off to people. There's a way to be cocky and be a turn on as well. I don't care if you're a woman or a man, it's just the same shit. So just know that I'm going to leave it at this. You practicing this and not even knowing just how much attention you're getting because of how different you are, it's going to agitate something in these people first, and then it's going to make them want to, without you being forceful and being, haha, look at me, now you have to be like this. It's going to make them want to change on their own. So I would just say, just keep going, but you're not going to have a lot of friends for a while. Let it be known, like I said, that maybe you want some friends who are like-minded. A tribe, if you will. See ya.